Hey guys, welcome to week 2 of my FTMO challenge practice run using Soft4FX Forex simulator. That's kind of a mouthful, but anyways, again, this is a trading simulation as preparation to eventually take a real FTMO challenge to become a funded trader. And I'll be showing you my trades and kind of what I'm working on and what I'm trying to improve. April 8th. Let's go. Another round, another week. Past day has been past couple days have been on the down. So there is a downtrend and it's still going down right now, although it was consolidating just before that, but all the major moves have been bearish. So that's good. I mean, not good for the price, but it's good because it's clear at the moment. So I'll draw some levels. So here's what I'm thinking. Basically, it went all the way down, came up, closed in this range, and then there's a really nice setup here that we just missed because I'm starting at 11:30. So now, it's possible that it's going to keep going down, but it's also possible it's just going to bounce. So we're going to have to wait. We're going to wait for a 15-minute close, either above this level or below this level, and we're going to take it from there. But if we see another setup like this, like if it retests again, it goes up here and it closes again like this, that would have been a nice move. Although it is in the range, I mean, this was a 20 pip move, so that's pretty all right. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for now. Okay, so now it went down by a lot. A breakout entry here would have been really good. It already dropped by 15 pips, but I wanted to see a close under the level first. But you know, these were all kind of trying to go down, and it did. It'd be nice to see a retest and then take it on the way down, but the way that it's been going, once there is a breakout, it kind of does this stuff here where it goes down by a lot. So I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to enter a trade here, but I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to open 2 5-lot trades, and I'm going to put one take profit at 12 pips. And one take profit at, I don't know, 25 pips. So that way I would have some, if it hits 12 pips, I'll have some profit secured, and we'll just see how it goes. So hopefully it's not just going to retrace up. That would suck, but.
A few moments later.
Alright, boys and girls, so we got stopped out, took a full loss, and so we're gonna wait. It's probably gonna do exactly what I said, retest and then come back down, but that's alright. I think it's gonna do this. I think it did exactly this. It went back up and now it's gonna go back down. So I'm gonna enter it again, but from up here. So one trade at 25 pips take profit and one at 12 take profit. So it's not ideal, but on the 30-minute, it did close bearish twice. We are still under the level. I'm gonna stay in the trade and just hope. But yeah, it's very possible it's gonna move now. All right, so yeah, so honestly, I am very tempted to all right, so we hit the take profit on the first one, and we're moving towards the second one. So this is kind of an experiment for me because I usually stop at around the 10-15 pip range, but I've seen that oftentimes I could have left it running longer. So this is what we're experimenting on today. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna pause it here. So I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even. So right now the stop loss is basically just above this candle where this started. So at the lowest of it, we went to 20 pips. Now it's looking like it wants to go up. And this is where I don't have a lot of experience. And whenever I try to close it early, I usually close it too early. So I'm just gonna let it run. And that's what practice is for. So close, man. Yes, I'm really glad that worked out because I want to practice taking more pips, like getting some of these bigger moves. So you see, the analysis here was okay. I just entered at a terrible time. So I believed in that analysis and I entered again and it worked out. So I'm just going to fast forward a little bit here. So we're going to do this. Oof, boom, boom. And you see, 25 pips was basically the limit. And now I would have been, I would have hit break even if I didn't close it there. So, you know, there's got to be a sweet spot, right? So sometimes it'll run for 30, 40, 50 pips, but I didn't want to be greedy, but I wanted to try and get a little more squeeze out of it. So yeah, our trades for today. So we lost 10 pips twice. And then we made, so basically we were down 20 pips and now we're up 37 pips. So we started the day at 100,000, basically, well, at 178 in profit, and now we're finishing the day with an extra 500 in profit after fees, so that's good. I'm excited. All right, next day set up, April 9th, 2021. So let's make some levels here. So this is what the 1 hour looks like. So again, for the past several days, we've been on a bearish thing. And in London session, we went down, but now we've been going back up. So now there's kind of a bullish thing going on. So we're gonna draw some levels. So on April 9th, the news, it wasn't much, so it's pretty clear. There's some stuff happening in Canada, but that shouldn't affect this too much. So I'm not really sure what's happening here. I mean, it's on the way up, and I think I just have to wait for another 30 minutes to close. And so, I mean, right now, almost every single 15 minute is bullish. I mean, these are very bullish. It's been very bullish so far. Yeah, let's just wait. There's a bunch of different levels. It's a bit choppy. Of course, it probably wants to go up to fill this range, but does not like that bottom level at all. It really wants, like, it's been retesting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It's been trying to break this level. So if it doesn't, oh. So if it breaks this blue, yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna enter a buy here. Might be premature, might not be. So I'm gonna do like last time, and I am going to open 2 positions for a total of 10 lots. And then one of them is gonna be a 12 pips take profit. And I'm gonna make the other one, I'll put 25 and then we'll see how it goes. Yeah, take profit's a little high, 25 is a little high. It's really at the next level. That's not really what you want. So I'm gonna put it at 20 pips. 20 pips. So that's gonna give us more probability of success. So let's try this out. Oh my god. Okay, so we just hit our first take profit. 1 hour closed really nice bullish. I just kind of noticed a level here that's been a little, this level here that we're at, I didn't draw it, but we're a little choppy. My level was more like up here. That was more clear. But this might, don't know, not sure. But what I'm gonna do, I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. So we're already 10 pips in profit on 5 lots. So like we're already pretty decent. So now I'm gonna move it to break even, which I'm gonna put it to like 2 pips to cover the commission fee. And let's see how that goes. See, here's the thing. It's kind of a toss-up, right? So I can either run with the money now because we are at, you know, this would be an, oh shoot, this would be another $350 right now. I can just try and let it run for another 10 pips. But this is something that I'm practicing, as uncomfortable as it is for me, but it's something that I'm working on. So, I'm gonna roll with it. practice. I'm gonna believe in my analysis. But also, this is New York Open. So there should be lots of volume. I'm just gonna close it right here. So, sorry, I'm getting nervous. Well, I closed it at 18 pips. But so yeah, so at 1 o'clock is the New York Open. I mean, it's probably gonna plow through it, maybe not. But I closed it right here. But either way, it's fantastic. So I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. Yeah, it would have hit the take profit. Oof, it would have went way up. So, you know, that's fine. I'm just gonna fast forward a tiny bit and then it would have dropped back down. So this was a great trade. I'm excited about it. We came really close to our stop loss here. Our stop loss was like here, but you'd kind of want your stop loss to be below the candle. I wasn't paying too much attention to it, but I think our stop loss was at about 10 pips. It should have been at like 11 or 12, but we came so close. But by sticking to it, again, if I would have entered here, I would have been stopped out. But because I entered here, even though it had a bunch of indecision, it did end up going up. And so we took 1,000 GBP, which would be about 1.4% or 1.3% in US dollars. So this would be really exciting. Cool. So this is April 12th, 2021. So it's about an hour and a half before New York Open. And let's just see how this goes. All right, so here's what we're looking at for today. The trend is, I mean, overall it's been down, but like today it's on an uptrend. But man, it's so bad to trade against the trend, but I totally want to take a sell right now. But you know what? Okay, let's see. What's the next level after this? It would be somewhere around here. That's a pretty good range. So instead of trading in this poopy range, yeah, let's wait and see if maybe something's going to close over here or if we get kind of a better setup. So if we're looking on the 15-minute, it came up a bunch, tried to break, couldn't, came down, bounced back up, and although this was a strong bearish close, there's not much of a wick here, and this bullish candle closed like a decent amount above this candle. It's still in the range. I feel like it's a bad time. So here's the thing. Mentally, I want to not miss the trade, but at the same time, I feel like I keep making the same mistakes. It's like this 1 hour so far looks terrible. What to do? Okay, I'm gonna enter. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna not enter a trade. I'm gonna wait for a candle to close above this level. But I really wanted to enter there, but I'm fighting it. I wanted to enter right there. So we're gonna wait for either a breakout above here or a breakout under here, because there should be some volume coming in. Although it is just a Monday, it is a Monday, so that's one thing to consider. But okay, now this could be a sucker trap, but we have just broken the price of all these other candles before it for the first time in a while. Basically, yeah. So how much range do we have here? It's not bad. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take a sell here. So I'm gonna do, yeah, we're gonna do that. Oops. So we got to take profit for the first one of 12 pips, and then second one I'm gonna put I don't know, I'm gonna start it at 20, which is gonna be below this level, which I don't like, but we're just gonna watch. We're just gonna see. All right, so we had a not bad so far. This was a decent close, so it's a close under all these other candles. So there's a decent chance it's going to continue down. So let's just see. So now it just broke the high of the previous candle, so I'm going to close half my position. Yeah, so it's looking like it's trying to push back up, so I am going to exit out, and we're just going to call it. And yeah, it looks like it was going to stop me out anyways and just kind of continue ranging, which is too bad. But, you know, in another world, this would have kept going down to the next level, and it's just one of those things. So this trade didn't work out, so we took basically I'll call it a 7 pip loss on a 10 lot, so that's about 0.7%. So that's our trade for today. Okay, so April 13th is a Tuesday. This is the news for that day. So a lot happening on the US dollar, but not on our pair, but it could still affect it. But so here, there's already been some really nice moves, like during London session here a couple hours ago. It just dropped really nicely, then bounced around a little bit. Nice solid close under this bullish candle for a continuation down, but now we're here. So now we're just about at the bottom. If I look on the 15 minutes, so the 1 hour, it's been like over the longer term, it's been going down, but the past like couple days has just been kind of up and down, just kind of consolidating, I guess, on the. So yesterday was on its way up, and now is just dying, like it's really down. But so just in the recent past, so this is on the 15 minute, all this has been happening. So we got two really good candles down, but likely after a big move like that. So here on the left, there was a big rejection area, sort of big, whatever. So it rejected, it's coming back up. So I'm thinking that I'm going to wait. And so I do think it really has the potential to just kind of come back up to somewhere around here, this level here, before going back down. So let's just wait for a good setup. So it's Tuesday. Yeah, anyway, let's just watch. So what I'm thinking here is that, so this is like a decent range. Like if it stays under this level, so this is like a 40 pip range. If it closes kind of like that, under like something like this, and we'd have a bearish candle that would close just a bit under it, like that. That could be a signal that it's going to continue going down. So we're 10 minutes away from New York Open. Oh, my doorbell rang. Someone was at the door. So we are 10 minutes away from New York Open, which theoretically should bring about some volume. So let's see how this goes. So what I'm going to do for the second half of the trade, so the longer one, I'm just going to see how it goes. And so now we had a nice move in our favor. All right, that's really nice. So now I'm just going to pause and I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. So no matter what, I'm not losing money on this trade. All right, so we closed half the trade at 12 pips in profit. So 12 pips is a little above 1% if you do the conversion to USD. So this 25 pips, this 24 pips below this level might be reaching, but it might just kind of dip through like this one did. So I'm just gonna see. Wow. It's happening so fast. I'm just gonna close it right here. It's like 23.9 pips. Boom. Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, so, oh man, that's so good. That's so good. Yeah, it would have hit 25 pips. It looks like it's gonna keep coming down. I'm excited. I know this is just a simulator, but it's exciting, man. It's exciting for me. So what this means is we took basically 5 lots at 12 pips in profit and 5 lots in 24 pips in profit. So that would basically mean 10 lots at about 18 pips. 18 pips in profit, which would mean just about 1.4, 1.5% on a USD account, which is just fantastic. So this was a solid trade. We came close to our stop loss up here. Again, you kind of want, ideally, in a perfect world, you'd want your stop loss to be above the top of the previous candle, or at the very least, at the just outside of this range here. But this would have been a massive. Oh well, I guess it wasn't that big. But oh well, big compared to my entry would have been like 20 pips, which would have been way too much. So took a risk with the 10 pips, worked out. So now it closed a really nice bearish, but it rejected this area again, but it very well could continue going down. I try to only take 1 trade per day. So if this would have been, if I would have been on the charts, I would have been trading for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours already. So I'd probably want to stop after, like, when you get a really good trade like that, sometimes it's better just to stop, take your win, because if you start over trading, like I spent all this time just thinking about 1 trade, right? So if I spend all this time, my track record is usually my first trade is the best, and the more I trade after that, the less quality of the trades after. So if I take more time and I start trading an extra trade, then I mess up that trade and I lose 1% out of the 1.5 that I already won. I mean, I'll be kicking myself, you know. So this is good. This is a good place to stop for today. So I'm just gonna fast forward through what the rest of the day will look like next couple hours. So, you know, this would have been a nice rejection bullish close, and it would have kept going up. We basically could have taken the reverse type of trade of what we took just here, but just on the way up. And then the exact same kind of trade, same setup. You see, it rejects at the top, makes this kind of crappy candle, then starts going down. And then right here would have been a great place to take a continuation down, and it would have gone down again. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. Would have been 15-20 pips depending on the entry, so that would have been good too. But I'm just going to stop it right here for the 13th. Okay, so you remember yesterday we had a move just over here, had this level. It broke that level, went down, went all the way back up, and now it's coming all the way down. And the thing is, it's moved down so much that it's really low right now, but it's moving so good. Now, this is the news for today. So this is April 14, 2021. There's orange news, and there's some red news for USD, but like it's not too crazy. So it looks to me like it went down, tried to go back up a little bit, went down, tried to go up a little bit again, and it very well possibly could just keep plowing down until maybe not all the way down here, but we're kind of at the low right now, but it may not be a terrible place to enter a trade. Because you see this setup here, this setup here.
A few moments later.
Oh. Well, that happened. So, all right, it just reversed. I mean, what I should have done is waited for a close nearer to a support because it had gone down already, but I FOMO'd into a trade. It is what it is. Now we're just gonna wait like we should have done in the first place and wait for the kind of setup we picked up yesterday. Okay, so basically here's what I was thinking when I took my trades. Yeah, so I already explained this one. So this one here, I was thinking, so with a setup like this, hit the top, bearish close. I was thinking that after this could continue down, but it just slammed on the level and reversed. And so when we broke the high of the previous candle, instead of letting it hit my stop loss, which I figured it would eventually do, I closed manually at about 6.6 pips in the negative. So instead of taking a 10 pip loss, I took a 6-7 pip loss, and it is what it is. And I mean, at the end of the day, again, I FOMO'd into the trade, which is terrible. I just wanted to have a winning trade to make up my other trade. That goes back to what I was saying. It's harder to take a winning trade after you take a losing trade. So sometimes you should just call it a day instead of taking 2 losses in a row. But so that was the day. There we go. All right, there you have it, guys. After week 2 of trading, we would be up 1.5% in USD after the exchange rate from GBP to USD. So it's not ideal, but it's not in the negative, and there was a lot of ups and downs, and I'm learning a lot as we're doing this, and I'm hoping that you're finding some value in it. So we'll see you next week.